Hi, Jewish Mom. Today I want to talk with you about this shoe. This is a shoe that belongs to my now 3-year-old Yoni. I'm showing you one shoe because I'm currently only in possession of one shoe. Okay, so a few weeks ago, before Hanukkah, I realized that I only could find only one shoe, one of Yoni's shoes. So since then, Yoni has been wearing his rain boots with kind of a tiger pattern. And so he's been doing that for a few weeks now. And then this morning I woke up um, and um, and I couldn't find his tiger boots anywhere. I looked in my room, I looked in his room, I looked in what we call the makom hanachon, which is the place where means which in English means the right place. Looked in the right places is where the right place where children in theory are supposed to put their shoes and don't. In many cases, wasn't there. I looked all around. I looked under the stairs, over the stairs, the living room, underneath the table. Nowhere. I even went to the playground next to our house to see if on Shabbat the boots had gotten left there, and Yoni had walked back with his older sister barefoot. Wasn't there either. I have no idea where his boots are, and I certainly don't know where the other shoe is of this pair. So currently, I don't have any shoes for Yoni. I sent him to school. I went to send him to GAN today wearing his the Shabbat shoes that are now too small for his older brother, that are still 2 sizes too big for Yoni. And truth is, this morning I was feeling really frustrated about this. I was feeling really frustrated. After going around and looking all around for these shoes, I was like, this is so frustrating. And I've even tried over the last few weeks to bribe my children into putting their shoes in the right place. I offered my 5-year-old and my 3-year-old a cookie if they will ever put their shoes in the right place. And thus far, I don't think it's ever happened. I don't think they've ever taken me up on this bribe. And just they prefer to just throw them in the middle of the living room. And the truth is, I'd be happy if they would just throw them in the middle of the living room and I could find them. But now, really, I've lost 1.5 pairs of shoes for Yoni at this point. Okay, so I just want to talk about like this feeling this morning of feeling really frustrated. I was feeling really, really frustrated. Like, why is my life such a balagan? Why is my house such a balagan? Why is it such a mess and such a out of control, chaotic, da 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 da? Okay? Like, why can't I get things in order? Why can't my kids get things in order? Why are things such a balagan? Um, and um, and I was thinking about this feeling later this morning. I heard about interesting research which was just released last month. It was a research done by the National Bureau of Economic Research. And in this research, then they asked people the following question. During the past 4 weeks, how often have you had bodily aches or pains? Never, seldom, sometimes, often, or very often, right? Basically, they're trying to find out last month, how often have you felt pain, okay? So seldom, sometimes, often, or very often, okay? There's a remarkable finding. They did this research in I think around 40 countries. And you will not believe which country people feel they are in the most pain. Okay, you'd think maybe like kind of a more developing country where they don't have such sophisticated medical care, maybe, or don't know. But really, actually, it turns out at the very, 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 very top of this list of 40 countries is the United States. The United States of America, with the most sophisticated medical technology available for its citizens in the world, right? 34% of Americans say that they experience bodily aches and pains often or very often. And just to compare, in South Africa, people say they feel pain. South Africa and the Philippines, only 11% said that they felt pain this month, often or very often. Right? In Israel, only 19% they felt this month, often or very often. right? Americans 34%. So I was just I was just hearing I heard about this from Rabbi Fischel Schechter, and he was just proposing the idea that it has to do with people's expectations. The people who grew up in America in like a comfortable, with access to the best medical care, like people, Americans, and I will say we, even though I've lived in Israel for 24 years, in some way I still have this feeling of entitlement, like Magiali, like I am an American, I should not be feeling pain, and feeling of an expectation that I will not be feeling pain, and then and probably like in other countries. Without access to the same high, super high tech, super advanced medical care, maybe they don't have that expectation that they won't be feeling a pain. It's just basically about our expectations, really. So going back to me and my story and the shoe, where's the shoe? And the shoe, right? Um, so, um, so I think that like as a mother, I can so often think like, why is this happening to me? Why is it such a balagan here? Why is it such a balagan? Why can't my 3-year-old, who actually just had his chalaki, he just had Sharon, his first haircut last week? He is so cute, like with his little payas. It's so cute. Um, but um, but I think to myself like, why can't I and why can't my children get their act together? Why can't they just put their shoes in the right place? But I think that sometimes sometimes like I joke and I say like I say this like, Yoni, like, why are you acting like a 3-year-old? Well, he is a 3-year-old. A little bit changed, like a little bit softened my expectations. So in conclusion, like I think that this is like as a goal, like when kids are doing things that are frustrating us, and they do things that frustrate us all the time, then kind of think to yourself, like we expect our kids to be perfect. Basically, we expect them to do things correctly and not do anything irritating, and just do everything as they should. And I think it ends up being, we end up getting frustrated by we think we're frustrated by them, but really we're frustrated in many cases by our unrealistic expectations. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't work to make things better. I will continue to try and get my kids um, uh, somehow to put their shoes in the right place in the makom hanachon. I'll keep you posted. I hope that I hope that I make some progress in this matter. But slowly but surely, making slow steps to get our children to cooperate and to improve and make things more in order and better behaved, etc. But in the meantime, keep our expectations, I think, low, and I don't know, low/realistic. The expectations that we have for the 3-year-old, for the 5-year-old, for the 10-year-old, for the 18-year-old. We expect our kids to be perfect. I think that we expect, in many cases, our kids to be more perfect than we are. So a little bit, and keep on working on it. A little bit, keep in mind this idea about the expectations. These people in America, I don't think that it's in America that Americans feel more pain than people in the Philippines. I don't think that's true. But it's an expectation that there will not be pain, and so too we make, and I think that Americans, like we are creating pain for ourselves by expecting that there will be no pain, and so too we parents, like we expect that there will not be frustration. We expect that our kids will act like they are supposed to act, that they will put their shoes where they're supposed to put them, that they will eat their chicken and also their peas. Why are they so difficult? And so, we end up causing ourselves, like the Americans in the survey, we end up causing ourselves pain and the pain is caused not necessarily by them, by our expectations of them. And then on that note, I want to bless you, Jewish moms, with an amazing week called